Ladies and gentlemen, hello and you're watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now come to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of May 16, the People Committee of the province held a special meeting to review the disbursement of public investment capital. The session was chaired by acting chairman of the Bronx People Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh.
At the meeting, the Department of Finance reported on the implementation of the 2025 State Budget Investment Plan. As of April 30, 2025, TayNinhTV had disbursed over 854 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 14.2% of the plan assigned by the Prime Minister and 14.2% of the plan approved by the Provincial Business Council. It is estimated that by May 31, 2025, the total disbursed capital will exceed 1.807 trillion Vietnam dong, equivalent to more than 30% of both the Prime Minister and the Provincial Business Council's assigned plans. Overall, the disbursement progress remains slow, mainly due to objective obstacles in the implementation process. Several projects have been delayed due to issues related to construction site clearance and land procedures. Speaking at the meeting, Acting Chairman Nguyễn Hồng Thanh urged departments, agencies, and chairpersons of the People's Committees at district, town, and city level to take more drastic measures. He emphasized the need to focus on implementing tasks and solutions to remove bottlenecks and speed up the disbursement of public investment capital as planned, contributing to the province's socio-economic development.
On the afternoon of May 16, the Provincial Police held a conference to announce the President's decision to remove Colonel Nguyễn Nhật Rải, Secretary of the Party Committee and Director of the Provincial Police, to the rank of Major General. Attending the event, there were Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People Council, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, Acting Chairman of the Provincial People Committee. On May 4th, the President Lương Cường signed the decision to remove Colonel Nguyễn Nhật Rải, the rank of Major General. On May 5th in Hanoi, General Lương Tam Quang, Politburo member, Secretary of the Central Police Security Party Committee, and Minister of Police Security, presided over the ceremony to announce and present the decision of the State President regarding Colonel Nguyễn Nhật Rải promotion. Speaking at the event, Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Secretary of the Bronx Party Committee and Chairman of the Bronx People Council, emphasized that the promotion of Colonel Nguyễn Nhật Rải to the rank of Major General is a great honor and shows a pride not only for the officer himself, but also for the entire Provincial Police Force. It's better that in the coming time, Major General Nguyễn Nhật Rải will continue to fulfill his roles as head of the Provincial Police Force, rapidly advising the Provincial Party Standing Committee and the Provincial Party Executive Committee on Security, Public Order, Administrative Reform, and other key issues, thereby ensuring national and local security and contributing effectively to the province's development.
On May 16, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà, Chairman of the National Traffic Safety Committee, chaired a nationwide online conference to review traffic order and safety efforts in the first quarter and set out tasks for the second quarter of 2025. The first quarter of 2025 marked the initial phase of implementing new regulations under the Law on Road Traffic Order and Safety, the Road Law and Government Decree number 168, which stipulates administrative penalties for traffic violations in the road transport sector, including port reduction and license port restoration. Ministry and sectors have taken synchronized and vigorous actions to enforce these laws and regulations, achieving many positive results. In particular, the strict enforcement of Decree number 168 has helped restore traffic order and foster a culture of law compliance among road users. The Ministry of Construction, in coordination with the Ministry of Public Security and local people's committees, has also urgently reviewed and resolved outstanding issues related to traffic lights, signage, and other road infrastructure problems. These efforts have contributed to creating a safer, more convenient transportation environment, earning positive feedback from both the public and media.
In recent times, TayNinhTV in the city has focused on effectively implementing the one-stop shop and connected one-stop shop mechanism in receiving, processing, and returning administrative documents for organizations and individuals. This approach has contributed to enhancing the efficiency of state management and increasing public satisfaction. At this department, administrative procedures are publicly posted, fully updated, and promptly made available for convenient reference by residents and businesses. All the public service, all the payment, and public postal service continue to expand. The facility, equipment management software, and monitoring system at the one-stop shop department are continuously being invested in and upgraded. In addition to the effort of the specialized staff, youth union members have also actively guided residents in using all the public service and cashless all the payment. There is synchronized coordination across the world political system, especially in harmonizing with various departments, as well as in applying information technology across the world in general and the one-stop shop department. In particular, the world always encourages those in charge of the one-stop shop department to strive to complete their tasks well and ensure the satisfaction of residents when they come to set administrative procedure in TayNinhTV. TayNinhTV places special emphasis on raising awareness among officials and civil servants regarding administrative discipline, regulation, and professional culture. At the same time, the world is implementing administrative reform toward transparency and efficiency, linked with the goal of building up government for the people model. I came here to correct a birth certificate that were missing a date, and the staff here were very enthusiastic, attentive, and provided full support. Civil servants at the one-stop shop department always maintain a deep awareness of professional cultures, demonstrative rule, polite citizen reception, dedicated guidance, and lead explanations for resident questions related to administrative procedure in general and other procedure-related issues in particular. The convenient document-based model has been effectively implemented, but inside the outside of the document bed is printed within TayNinhTV people committee information and a QR code to the work electronic information portal, allowing residents to conveniently contact, access information, and easily perform all administrative procedure on the world electronic portal. With continuous effort in administrative reform, TayNinhTV is building solid trust among residents. Reality model and effective practice have contributed to improve public administrative service quality, aiming for resident satisfaction and building a modern e-government. With positive developments in administrative reform in the coming time, TayNinhTV will continue to comprehensively and effectively implement the one-stop shop mechanism and connected one-stop shop mechanism, promoting online reception and resolution of administrative procedure. The work aims to increase the rate of early and on-time case resolution, increase the number of digitized administrative procedure files, increase the proportion of online files, online payments, and electronic file return to better serve residents and businesses.
On May 16, the Provincial Military Command held a conference to review 5 years of the immigration movement titled Military Logistics Sector Following Inconsistencies and Excellent Military Catering Effective Quartermaster Management for the 2020-2025 period. The event was chaired by Colonel Nguyễn Đình Huân, Deputy Commander of the Provincial Military Command. Over the past 5 years, the Party Committee and the Military Command have actively promoted the immigration movement, successfully fulfilling both routine and ad hoc logistic tasks. Significant improvements were made in healthcare services for soldiers and in effective disease prevention, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. On this occasion, the Provincial Military Command honored 5 collectives and 8 individuals for their outstanding achievements in the immigration movement.
On my sitting, an interdisciplinary inspection team led by the Department of Industry and Trade conducted inspection on compliance with food safety regulation at several food businesses and rural stores in the city. The inspection found that most establishments generally comply with the current food safety regulation. The inspection team also reminded business owners to continue strictly adhering to their commitment to ensure food safety throughout their operations. On the morning of my city in Loma newspaper and radio and television station organized a training workshop titled News and Article Writing Skill for Print and Online Media, with additional focus on easy to content. The workshop is attended for department leader, reporter, editor, and contributor from Loma newspaper and radio television station, as well as the radio and television station. During the 2-day training, May 16-17, instructor and lecturer from TTVNEWS newspaper provide participants with fundamental knowledge on writing skill for both print and online journalism. The workshop also aimed to hear reporter, editor, and contributor effectively guide approach and process information swiftly and accurately, contributing to the media effort that supports socio-economic development. Clear information and policy are essential to support rooftop solar power investment. These were the key recommendations raised at the forum titled Promoting Green Energy in Industrial Zone, Solution for Effective Business Implementation, organized by the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry VCCI on May 15.
The Domestic Power Plant No. 8 has introduced notable changes in capacity, power source structure, and renewable energy exploitation, aiming to serve economic growth objectives. However, currently businesses in industrial zones remain unenthusiastic about investing in and installing rooftop solar system, as the investment attractiveness of this model is not yet high. Currently, Vietnam has an estimated 15 gigawatt-hours of rooftop solar power with potential to increase 5 to 10 times in the next 5 to 10 years. However, policy complications are creating barriers. The first challenge is related to policy, and the second challenge concerns infrastructure. When policies are opened up, we need to ensure we have sufficient infrastructure to implement solar power. Essentially, solar power is an alternative energy source, not a baseline energy source. Solar power depends on our baseline power. Therefore, the second issue is that we must upgrade the electrical infrastructure of industrial zones, residential areas, or throughout Vietnam to be strong enough to develop solar power in a stable manner. We are working closely with the government to obtain clear new regulations regarding direct power purchase agreements. Currently, in terms of generation sources and technical aspects, we have capabilities and capital is available. However, to implement this issue, we need clear guidance information from our government. The implementation of the greenhouse gas emission reduction strategy and EU green agreements is creating major changes for Vietnam's exports. Therefore, businesses hope the government will soon issue specific mechanisms to encourage this model to promote and develop green energy sources in industrial zones and export processing zones. Businesses propose that ministry, departments, and agencies quickly complete regulation, circulars, and clear guidance on direct power purchase mechanisms to attract investment resources and encourage business to boldly and proactively transition to energy and use renewable energy in production. Continuing the agenda of the night session of the 15th National Assembly on the afternoon of May 15, lawmakers held a discussion on the draft law on participation in United Nations peacekeeping forces. The draft law consists of 4 chapters with 26 articles and aims to establish a comprehensive legal foundation for Vietnam's involvement in UN peacekeeping operation. During the discussion, most deputies agree on the necessity of enacting this law, emphasizing that The participation of Vietnam's armed forces in UN peacekeeping is a meaningful contribution to the noble mission of the United Nations. They also highlighted that this represents an important opportunity to expand international cooperation, exchange experiences, and engage with a wide range of military, civilian, and security issues. In complex geopolitical, socio-economic, and cultural environments, this in turn helps to enhance the organizational, leadership, and operational capacity of Vietnam's armed forces in safeguarding national independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. Lawmakers also gave feedback on several key aspects of the ROPS law, including its scope and applicable subjects, consistency with the party's guidelines, constitutional principles, and legal system, its feasibility, and the role and functions of Vietnamese peacekeeping forces under UN operations.
On the morning of May 16, more than 200 students from Terre Secondary School in the Bay District took part in a biodiversity and environmental protection awareness contest held at the administration and survey area of Logos Samad National Park. The event was organized by the Park Management Board. The contest featured 3 segments, multiple choice quiz, and democratic flower picking, Q&A session, and a short play performance. The content focused on environmental protection, forest conservation, and biodiversity, with material raw from the National Park Introductory Handbook and the 6th and 7th grade biology curriculum, ensuring appropriate learning. At the end of the contest, Tân Binh Town Secondary School won first prize for their outstanding performance. The 10th National Congress of Alcohol Obedient Children took place in Harrow from May 13 to 15, gathering 400 outstanding young delegates from across the country. These assembly students bright role models in learning, discipline, and in following alcohol-free teachings. They are not only the pride of their family and school, but also the future generation helping to write beautiful story for the nation. 500 delegates of alcohol-obedient children representing nearly 60 million young pioneers and children nationwide participated in the Congress. These delegates are considered outstanding in various fields such as academics, sport, art, research, and science and technology. The common thread among them is their love and respect for alcohol, along with their determination, sense of responsibility, and desire to contribute their small part to building their homeland and country. As the delegate attending the Congress, I was really overwhelmed with happiness and emotion because my efforts have been recognized. This is the trust that teachers and parents have placed in me to continue striving to study well and live miracles worthy of the title Alcohol Obedient Children. Within the framework of the Congress, the national children delegates participated in many meaningful activities, such as visiting President Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, meeting the President, and attending commendation ceremonies. These are considered extremely special memories for the children. By participating in the program, I had the opportunity to meet and interact with friends who have many skills, allowing me to cultivate and learn more. And the Congress has left me with unforgettable memories. The Congress was also an occasion to affirm the attention of the party stake and the entire society in creating the best condition to give wings to their children, the future generation of the country. As the Congress concluded, it left memorable experience in the school years of the attending delegates. On the children, through their specific and meaningful action, have been and are writing beautiful praise into their childhood story, worthy of being alcohol-obedient children and future master of the country. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.